So it's 8:15 on Sunday morning. I just finished my speed workout and we're heading back home for some breakfast now. I did a 5x5 workout at my 10k pace, so 6 out of 10 effort. I felt pretty good. I was feeling a little bit shit earlier in the week. I did an easy run, an 8k easy run, and I actually found it pretty hard, but I think the fatigue from the earlier workouts in the week was carrying over a little bit. So had Saturday off, which was good, had a rest day, and then did my speed workout this morning and I actually felt really good. So I'm happy with that. I'm gonna go home and have some protein yogurt and Just Right for breakfast, just the usual. So if I'm being honest, this is where I got stuck. I didn't really know what else to film, and I'm a very routine-based person, so I feel like I was a little bit stuck because obviously I've made quite a few videos on my routine and what I eat, and that's pretty much what most of my videos have been on my channel. The issue I was sort of coming up with is what else can I film, what's something different, and I couldn't really think of it, and I was looking through my phone for inspiration from other creators, but I couldn't exactly figure out what to do or what to create, and it kind of just made me more frustrated because I saw all the amazing videos that other people were creating and my videos definitely didn't look like that. So here I am now. It's Tuesday and I'm getting ready for my 20k long run. I basically haven't done any filming over the last couple of days, and just because, like I said, I was struggling with what to make, so I sort of put my phone down and didn't watch any social media or anything like that, and I actually had been writing some notes on what I wanted my videos to look like, seeing what I could sort of come up with without being influenced from what I saw from other people. The question that I keep asking myself is, if I could make one video today, what would it be? And that was sort of the title, and then I just wrote heaps of ideas underneath that, and that really helped me sort of get some ideas together of what I wanted in a video. Probably going to run in this white tee today. It's looking like it's going to be pretty sunny and maybe a bit hot outside. There's a bit of wind around, but I think a white tee will be good so I don't get too hot. That sort of helped me get my own ideas out, and I think a big part of making the videos is making sure that I'm being completely myself. And I always sort of had the question of why, how am I going to be different than anyone else or from what other people do? And I think the answer to that question, for me at least, is I'm going to be different by being myself, because no one else is like me. So if I can just make sure that I'm completely myself with the videos I make, and I make the videos however I want them, then I am going to be different than other people's. I think I'm going to go for these Gymshark sport shorts. I always wear these when I'm running, like I said in my other video, and these are quite a cool color too. Go with the white. And then I've got my Emungi toe socks for my long runs, which I love. Super comfy. Definitely recommend, if you haven't worn them before, give them a go. I think from here I'm just going to sort of document my days, or document my life, and try to make it as I want to make it, and hopefully it looks good. But I think the biggest thing, as long as I think it looks good, then I should probably put it out there, and hopefully other people will think it looks good too. Yeah, I've experienced the sort of creator's block a few times before, which feels a little bit weird, especially when you're a very small creator like myself with barely any subscribers, but I guess you're still susceptible for creator's block. So yeah, everyone can get it, and it definitely can be quite hard to overcome. I'm going to do my long run in my New Balance Super Comps. I always feel a little bit nervous before my long runs. It's sort of, especially when I'm doing some faster paces throughout, it's sort of a good indication of how my training's going and how fit I am and how ready I am for the marathon. Because it's actually less than a month away now, or the half marathon I should say. For me it means that I care. Yeah, it's definitely a good thing to be a little bit nervous before these big sessions. So I just have 1 scoop of electrolytes before I go out on my runs. Maybe not actually that long, maybe 15 minutes before I go. So I have it pretty much before I start warming up. And as you guys know, I've been doing quite a long warm up at the moment, just because I want to really make sure I don't get injured before this one, unlike the other one where I got injured beforehand. So yeah, obviously I want to do everything I can to make sure that I perform at my best during these runs, especially the important ones. Make sure that my nutrition's right, make sure my warm-up's good, my body's feeling good. I had a rest day yesterday, so I should be all ready to go for a nice hard effort today, which is cool. One thing I like about these electrolytes is they mix so well, whereas some brands, they don't mix very well at all, so you get clumps throughout it. But this one mixes just, I don't know, 20 seconds with this mixer, and then it's pretty much all mixed in, so it makes having it so much nicer. I'm going to run a really similar way to what I will be in the half marathon. I guess that's a good thing about doing a half marathon in the same town you live in. You can sort of run the course when you do your long run, so you know exactly what it's going to be like. So I'm just going to run pretty much straight out to the estuary and run on the trails. One thing that I have been making sure I do on these long runs is wearing some sunblock, because obviously you're outside for quite a long period of time, so I want to make sure that my face is well protected from the sun. So something different I've been doing with my long runs is doing sort of intervals throughout the run. So I'll do a mixture of easy pace and a fast pace. For example, today I'm doing 6Ks easy and then 3Ks hard, and then I'm going to do 2Ks easy and then another 3Ks hard, and then 2Ks easy and then 3Ks hard, and then just 1K left at the end. I think that equals 20. I'll soon find out, but yeah, so just something like that to make sure that I can sort of hold those faster paces throughout a longer run. It's something that I saw a lot of people doing online, and I decided to give it a go a month ago or so, and I've been really liking it, really enjoying it, and I feel like it's been making quite a big difference to my training. It's almost like adding in another speed workout there. I also feel like it's been making my long runs a lot easier to complete, because it sort of breaks it up and it doesn't feel like I have to go out and do this huge 20k run. Sort of breaks it up into 6k and then 3k and then another 2, and I'm thinking about other things, and the runs, at least so far anyway, have gone so quickly. So yeah, that's just one thing I've been doing to change it up. Definitely give it a go if you want to. It's definitely quite sunny outside, so it might be quite a warm one, which will be interesting. It's always a little bit harder in the heat. My heart rate's a little bit higher, so sometimes you can't hold the paces that you want to hold, but I think we'll be all right. There's quite a bit of wind about, so we've just had a southerly come through, so the wind's a little bit cold, but yeah, we'll soon find out. I've just been sort of walking on my heels and toes to warm up my tib and to my calf, and then just some leg raises for my hip flexors, and then I'll do some lunges also, just to really get those quads and glutes working, ready to go on the run. This weather definitely gets me pretty excited for the summer. It's nice. After a full winter, you get pretty keen and excited for summer. Anyway, it's about time I head off for the run. It's 9:30 now. Let's get it done. Another long run done. Didn't actually end up being too hot, which was good, but there was a lot of wind, in the last 3 or 4k I was just battling quite a strong headwind coming back, which made it really hard. So the intervals during the long run felt good. It's definitely a lot different doing intervals throughout your long run, and at some points it was really hard, and then at some points I felt the flow. I think the second set of 3, which was 12, 13, 14, felt really good. The last set of 3Ks fast was quite hard actually. But like I said, I had quite a strong headwind, so it was a little bit different, whereas the second set I was in trees and on a trail most of the time. Yeah, I always feel like I get my flow, you know, around 10Ks or halfway through, and then I really get into the run and feel good, and then it's not until those last sort of 2 or 3Ks that it starts to get a lot harder and I start to fatigue. But overall my running's got a lot better, and I don't think I would have used to be able to do intervals during a 20k run, so that's some good progress in a year. Now I just got to keep going. I'm definitely quite fatigued now though, quite tired, very hot. I'm going to jump in the ice bath as per usual, rehydrate and get on with my day. I've been having eggs a lot lately after my runs for the protein. I sort of go on and off eggs. I go a period where I have them all the time, and then I'll go for ages where I absolutely hate them and I won't eat them at all. So yeah, but at the moment I like them, so I've been having them after pretty much most runs. So I just have them with some homemade sourdough bread like I always do. I like scrambling them. Sometimes I find fried eggs or poached eggs, the yolk is really rich, but I find when I scramble it, it sort of mixes the yolk up with the whites, so it's not so rich when I have it. And I also put a little bit of milk in there as well, so that also helps with the eggs not being so rich when I eat them. And then I just add a little bit of salt and pepper in there as well, just to add to the taste. And also with my training I'm sweating out a lot of salt, so I want to make sure I'm replacing that and getting that in. There is a lot of sodium in the electrolytes that I have, so I'm not super concerned about it or anything, but just making sure that I'm getting enough in there. When I'm doing a lot of training, I look at food just as important as my training itself, so this is just as important as my runs. If I'm not eating properly, then I'm not fueling my body and I won't be able to perform the way I want to, or to the best of my ability. I'm not eating enough, especially enough protein, then I'm not recovering from the workouts, so that's when you could potentially see those injuries start to come through. I was looking forward to that on my run. Feels so nice to get some food in after that. But yeah, I'm just going to start editing this video now and get some food in. Just going to relax. Obviously, recovery is super important. I'll do a little bit of foam rolling later maybe, but definitely in the gym tomorrow morning. So yeah, that wraps up the video. I hope you enjoyed it. We're getting closer to that half marathon, which is pretty exciting. All right, I'll see you in the next one.